Hey everyone, welcome back to Cash and Calling. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another weekly cash stuffing video. This video will be cash stuffing paycheck number 1 of November. So I get paid on a weekly basis. My husband gets paid twice a month. This week, cash stuffing is from me getting paid. It's the leftovers. I kind of use these sinking funds. It's kind of like a soft savings. So I save for what I'm expecting to spend, and I like it that way. What I do is I will spend with my debit card most of the time. Sometimes I do spend with cash, like the variable expenses, gas, toiletries, miscellaneous items, things like that. I'll pull the cash out of the cash envelopes for that. But most of the time, what I end up doing is utilizing a debit card, and I will purchase whatever in advance, then I'll take it back to the bank. I try to go back to the bank at least once a week. Sometimes it's twice a week, and I don't mind doing that. I know some people are like, I'm not going to the bank that much. I don't want to see the bank that much. And that's a personal preference. But for me, the more control I have over seeing things and touching my money and putting it where it needs to go and all that stuff, the better I feel about the whole process. I feel like I'm more in control, basically. This is my birthday month. Me and Nori have a birthday this month. Nori is my baby girl. She'll be turning 2 years old, and I'm excited to just celebrate it. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do for my birthday, but I'm super excited about it. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get this money out. I have already counted this money. It is $410. So let's go ahead and get it separated. I pray that everyone is doing well, that everyone is okay. Y'all, it's supposed to be warming back up this weekend. I hope it's warming up where y'all are as well, because I need some of the warm vibes, some of the sunshine, because this cold weather is taking your girl out. My nose has been snotting. The kids have been snotting, all of the things, y'all. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we have got to get this under control. So if you are new here, my name is Brittany. I'm 37 years old. I'm a wife, mom of 4. We have 2 boys, 2 girls, and I currently work full-time as a nurse practitioner. I recently picked up a second job to help us out with our financial goals. And y'all, we are on target to pay off our car loan by the end of the year. Prayerfully, that comes through. If not, I'm not going to be too disappointed because we've made such huge progress on it. We'll see how it actually goes, but we're going to get into this cash stuffing. Y'all, I have been such a procrastinator about getting this video out and getting it done. The cash has just been sitting, and I hate when I do that. I feel like if I don't cash stuff it on Friday or Saturday, then the money, like, we have to get gas. We still have to pay for certain things with the cash. So my husband ends up getting the money out to pay for things. We're working with $410. I think originally it was closer to $500, but that's okay. We'll get it done. I'm going to start with my wallet first, y'all. So my spending money, I have not spent any spending money. I've just kind of been chipping on the money I already had in my envelope, which is completely gone now. So I'm like, I have to go ahead and get these envelope stuff because I don't have any spending money if I were to need something. So I am actually, what I do is kind of split this up off camera. I guess I do have a little bit left. Let's see how much this is. I got $3 left. That's something, right? So I'll keep that $3, and I'm going to put $50 in my wallet. I usually do that as 5 10s because it's just better to work with that way. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50 is going into my wallet. We're going to move on to the kids binder. So we're in our kids binder. Let's see what they have going on this week. So diapers and wipes, I'm only gonna put $5 in here because we have just bought diapers and wipes and we had to take it out the cash that I had laying around. Technically, that has already been stuffed and taken out, if that makes sense. So we have 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, $47. We're still working on potty training, y'all. It has been so difficult with my 3-year old. We're just trying to extend grace and not be too aggressive about it. But I have literally exhausted myself. I bought a potty watch. I've done what I know to do, and it is still not helping. So I don't know, y'all. So for girls, I'm gonna put $10 in here this week. So it just has 10. We took them to Incredible Pizza like 2 weeks ago. So all of the money that was in here was pretty much spent after that visit. So hair products, I'm gonna put 5 in here. I hate to skip it because they have hair products that are kind of on the pricier side. So I try to make it a point to stuff this every time. So we have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And I struggled finding hair products for them, y'all. And I finally found a combo that works. It's like the Camille Rose products. So I found a product that works and it's on the pricier end, but it's worth me paying versus like going through products and trying to find again what works, because that was exhausting and pricey trying to do all of that. So teachers give, we're not putting anything in there this week. We're gonna skip that. Sports, we're skipping that this week. Clothing, I'm gonna put 25 in there. No, I'm sorry. Clothing, I'm gonna put $5. So it has 25. And we bought them, the girls, some cute little hats. And they are so cute in their little hats. And they need it, y'all, because it has been super cold. And I am a person that I can over exaggerate the cold. I get cold off of anything, but it's so weird. I have to sleep in the cold. I cannot sleep in hot conditions at all. I am miserable. My body has to be in full hibernation mode, cold, freezing. But I don't like to be cold. Like the cold weather outside, it is not my thing at all, y'all. I could definitely not stay up north. If you've never visited the South shuts down. It can be point 0.5 of an inch of snow. The South is pretty much shut down, y'all. The schools are closed. Most businesses are closed. It is insane, but I don't want them driving on the road if they don't know how to drive. So some people do not know how to drive in those conditions. And in the South, definitely don't, for sure. Haircut, I'm gonna put $10 in haircuts, and it only has $10. All right. Spending, that's for our son. He's getting 15. He gets 15 every week. And let's see how much he has. And he's been asking me about some shoes, y'all. These kids, I'm telling you, they are very needy. I try not to spoil our kids, what they call spoiling, but y'all, I swear it's something new, a new trend every month. It seems like it. 50, 70, 90, 110, 20, 25, 30, 35. So 135. So he's trying to get some shoes, and he almost has enough to get them. They're on the pricier end, so we'll see. And I don't even know what the little shoes are called. He's told me several times, and I still don't know. All right. So that's it for our kids binder. I'm going to actually go on to our travel/holiday binder. All right, y'all. So I'm in this binder this week because I want to put an extra $20 in Christmas. Our budget for Christmas is $1,200. We're increasing that to $1,500. So I'm trying to figure out a way to do that, y'all, because honestly, I haven't planned out how I'm gonna do that. But for now, I'm putting $20 in there, and once this new week comes up and I set the budget, I'll increase that. So we'll see how it looks. I have not started shopping yet. Let me know down below, have y'all started shopping yet? If you do shop for Christmas and all that, because I do realize some people don't, and that's okay. And I do realize the true meaning of Christmas. I know what it is. My Savior was born. I know. But I do like to spend time with family and give gifts to family. This is a time where I can justify doing that. And it's just beautiful just to be around family and the kids getting to experience that as well. I remember when I was a little girl, y'all, I used to love, my parents used to get us like the big pack of crayons. I don't know how many crayons were in that pack, but it was like the big pack. And y'all, we used to love that. Now, something so simple. These kids nowadays are very different. They want different things, more pricier things. But I remember that so simple, yet that was literally a core childhood memory. And I can still remember that, like going down the stairs, having the crayons and my easy bake oven and all of that. Y'all, easy bake oven was, I enjoyed it, y'all, and I still feel like I didn't get those recipes right or whatever I was trying to bake in there. It never came out right, but I loved it. All right, we're gonna stuff $20 in Christmas. That's our travel binder. Y'all, I made these envelopes and they didn't quite print right because I think my ink is running low. So I'm gonna do those over. But birthday. Oh, while I'm in here, I'm gonna put something in Nori's birthday. Let's put $20 in her birthday envelope. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 10, 15, 115. We might take her to a jumping park near us. It's very kid friendly, baby friendly. So we probably will take her there for her second birthday. Haven't quite thought it through yet. Her godmom did text and ask what we're doing. Y'all, since I've been hardcore on this budgeting journey, I have not wanted to spend money. I used to be that parent. I would go all out for my baby's birthday. My 3-year old, she had a big first birthday. We did something for her second birthday. And y'all, I am just not that anymore. I'm not in that headspace where I want to spend a lot of money on birthday parties. I'm very conscious about what I'm spending. I'm not going to go rent a venue that cost hundreds of dollars. I'm not buying these outrageous gifts. I'm just not in that headspace anymore. And I thank God for that. If you are doing that, this is not meant in any way to condemn you or say that that is wrong. It's just that's not my vibe anymore. I'm not in that headspace anymore. And I thank God for that because that had me in a chokehold. No lie. All right, what else? I'm not Thanksgiving, y'all, and y'all see I did not cash plan this week because I literally am winging it. I don't know what I'm doing with what. I know there's certain categories that I do want to stuff. So this is really saving for Thanksgiving. Our goal is 200. We don't have that much to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a 20 in here. So we have 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 85. So 185. We're almost to our goal for 200 for Thanksgiving. We're going over my husband's family house for Thanksgiving, y'all, and they know how to throw down, okay? They have all the spreads, all the foods. I'm talking about all, y'all. I'm not exaggerating. Seriously. I really am not. So this is holiday fun. So what I'm doing for now, I've stuffed most of the envelopes that I do have. So I have a category for our moms. Our fathers are deceased, God rest their souls, but they are deceased. So we stuff for our moms, we stuff for the girls' gifts, our boys, family and friends, and miscellaneous holiday items, food and festivities, and charity, and holiday home for decorations. So I stuff for those, but like I said, we want to increase the budget. So I'm gonna go ahead and put $20 in, and I'm gonna just stick it in this miscellaneous envelope for now. That's what I've been doing, sticking all the extra in there, and I'll kind of divide it up once it gets closer to time for me to start shopping. That's how I planned on doing it, and I'll just keep that same plan. So that's all I wanted to stuff in this binder. All right, y'all, we're going to go on to our variable binder. All right, so eating out, we're going to do 25 in there this week. And it only has 25. I did unstuff this envelope earlier in the week, and I put the leftover in savings challenges. Toiletries, let's do 10 in there. Miscellaneous, I'm doing 20. Gas, we're gonna do 60. Okay, now let me put my paper clip back. Okay, we're gonna go to our short-term envelopes. All right, lawn care. I'm gonna put 40 in there. He did do the last cut of the season, but we still get our lawn sprayed. And y'all, these lawn companies are outrageous. Like, they'll text the day before that they're coming the next day. And I think they know what they're doing when they do that. That doesn't give me time to say, no, I want to reschedule or something like that. It's like an automated text. So I'm going to call them and actually figure out what the schedule is for them to come out and spray, because y'all, it sneaks up on me every single time, and it shouldn't be like that. I should know the schedule so I can kind of plan accordingly, and I don't right now. Blessing Bank is getting 5. We have to rebuild this envelope because we did so into a couple of people over the last few weeks, and it felt so good to do that. And I'm glad we have an envelope just for that. So we have $5, $6, $7 in there right now. Boo Bucks is not getting anything. Ministry, we're gonna skip this week. Oil change, I am gonna put $20 in there. So we have 20, 40, 60, 65, and 70 in oil change. And car tags, my husband just renewed. So actually some of this money needs to go back. His car tags were like $40. So yeah, I'm gonna have to take some of that back. I'm not gonna stuff it this week until I'll stuff it next week when I figure out how much my car tags will be. All right, buffer, we're not gonna put anything in buffer, and we're not gonna put anything in random this week. All right, so that is it for our variable / low priority binder. Let's go on to our high priority binder. Y'all, I think what I'm going to do off camera, of course, but I think I'm going to change my envelopes. So my variable binder, that black binder that I just did, I think I'm going to put my high priority with my variable. That way it just makes more sense, because I have to stuff the variable every week, and I need to go from my variable to my high priority, then go to the low priority. So the low priority should be last because it's low priority. That way I don't get confused and all of that stuff. So I think I'm going to do that next time I cash stuff. So home upkeep, we're going to do $30 in there. We're trying to bulk this up some because, y'all, we still have to buy that microwave. We still haven't purchased it yet. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, and 50. So 250. Our goal to get the microwave will be probably $400 because we look and the range is like $300 to $500. So we'll get 400 and hopefully find something. I'm still going to be looking at discount places like the Sears outlets and other places we can look to get over the stove microwave. Car care coins, mm, I'm gonna put $5 in car care coins this week. I hate to not stuff this. So 20, 40, 45, and 50. Thank God we have not really had anything going on lately, but still. Blink. This is a subscription that we're trying to get here. I'm gonna put $20 in Blink. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Our goal is 120, so we're almost there. Once I get to 120, I'm gonna go ahead and purchase the subscription and start over again. Prime, we're gonna put $10 in Prime this week. So that's gonna be 2 5s. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 75. The goal for Prime is 150. So have a little ways to go. But once we knock Blink out, we can snowball that onto Prime. So that's the goal. Annual subscriptions. So I made this envelope as well. I have to do it over because it didn't print quite right. I ran out of ink. But this is for things like CapCut, Canva. I have an Hippocrates subscription. That's for my nurse practitioner stuff that I do. And what else? I feel like there's something else as well. But all annual subscriptions, I'm going to eventually transition to this envelope and I will make a tracker and the goal will be $700 for annual subscriptions. All right, Sam's Club. We did overspend in Sam's Club, and I am probably taking all of this back to the bank. I haven't decided how I'm going to handle that yet, but 20, 40, 60, 80 is in Sam's Club, and I might be just pulling it all and taking it back to the bank. Garden is not getting anything, and CashApp is going to get $5. So we have 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 35 in cash and calling. Thick, thick. Needs to be condensed. It's getting real heavy. All right, y'all. So that is it for our cash stuffing video for the week. I pray that you enjoyed. If you did enjoy this video, go ahead and give me a like. And I pray that you will consider subscribing. Y'all, this has been a good week for us. We're in a place where we're fasting, we're praying, trying to hear from God on a whole nother level. And I thank God for that. By the time you see this video, we'll probably be done fasting and praying. And just, I thank God for just guiding us with wisdom and clarity and understanding in this season. I am so thankful for that. I truly believe that we will hear from the Lord and get direction on our next steps, what to do next. So I thank God for that. So thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I will see y'all on the next one. Bye.